Good afternoon and welcome to the Clinton Senior Center continuation of Caregiver series. Tonight we're very happy to have with us Michelle Jones, who comes to us from River Terrace Healthcare. Michelle's topic tonight is self-care for the caregiver. At this point, I will turn it over to Michelle.
Thank you, Donna. I'm Michelle Jones, and I'm the Community Liaison for River Terrace Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center in Lancaster. And I myself have been a caregiver for an elderly person, my grandfather, for a number of years, and understand the challenges that caregivers face, especially at this time of year. Caregiving is one of the most challenging, loving, selfless things a person can do for another. Let's discuss how not to lose yourself while making things better for those you love. Caregiving can leave you with little time and energy to care for yourself, but you cannot care for someone else if your own physical, emotional, and social needs are not being met. Here are some considerations for taking care of yourself and your own needs. Get some exercise. Ask a friend, neighbor, or family member to stay with the person that you care for while you go for a walk outside. Consider taking a group exercise class. Remember that bowling and gardening are beneficial forms of exercise too. Maintain outside interests and activities. Get out of the house for a period of time each day. Join a book group or a craft class. Don't isolate yourself. Chances are you have to keep in touch with family and friends, and this is a great idea. You may have to call them because chances are they haven't been the one to pick up the phone because they know you're busy and they don't want to interrupt you at a bad time. Keep your own medical appointments and follow your doctor's advice about caring for yourself. Ensure adequate rest. Having someone sleep over your house occasionally who's willing to take care and providing care for your loved one so that you can get an uninterrupted night's sleep. When the person rests, try to rest yourself or do something relaxing. Give yourself an emotional break. Try to avoid feeling guilty about taking care of yourself, and remember, caring for yourself is equally good for the person as it is for you. Pace yourself. Do what's most important, and then do more if you have energy. And if you don't have the energy, stop. Take time to remind yourself of the value of what you're doing. Don't lose your sense of humor. If you can laugh, even alone, do it. And finally, get help. Accept the help of family and friends when it's offered. People want to help, otherwise they wouldn't ask. Give concrete ideas on what you need help with. Remember, if you should not do all of the caregiving yourself. Fully explore what's available and make use of community resources or try a support group. Now let's brainstorm some approaches to caring for yourself. What do you do or would you like to do to take better care of yourself? I'm going to go ahead and start with one that comes to mind right away because it's something I like to do when I want to relax, and that's have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea with a friend. Meet up with your friend at a local cafe. Maybe we'll have some dessert with that too. Try new things. You've been hearing about that new coffee house, that new hot chocolate that's out on the market. And it's always fun to go with a friend. Discuss what things you enjoy doing together or apart. Get a manicure or pedicure. Go to your local salon and feel great about yourself. There are some beautiful manicures this time of year with the reds and the holiday colors. Take time to make yourself feel beautiful and loved. Or a pedicure, which is even more indulgent treat. Does anybody else have any ideas for how we can take time to take better care of ourselves?
What about see a funny movie?
Seeing a funny movie is a great idea. Comedies always put people in a good mood. There are some really great comedies out there. And going out to the movies, don't forget to get some popcorn. Treat yourself. Anybody else?
What about take a ride to the beach?
That's a great thing. And this time of year, people don't think so much about going to the beach. But I can't write and talk at the same time, apparently. But it can be a place of solitude and peace. I myself sometimes like to enjoy going to the beach when we have a storm coming and see the beautiful waves and the spray. Yeah.
Read a good book?
Oh, reading a good book is a great idea. There are some really great authors. There are some really great series right now, and once you find an author or a series you like, you get hooked, and you need to get to the library straight away and get the next one. Also, here, right at the Clinton Public Library, I believe there's a book group, and getting involved in a book group can also be really great. Anybody else?
Have girls' night out?
Girls' night out is a fabulous idea. Girls' night out. Anybody have any ideas of what you would do on girls' night out? What does that mean to you?
Get together at a friend's house?
Get together, you could rotate, get together once a month or once every other week and rotate around to different people's houses. It could be a potluck, or somebody can play hostess and, make a meal that's very special and they get lots of compliments about. This time of year, you can actually rotate on a weekly basis to your friends' houses and help decorate. Right. Is there such a thing as girls' night in? Yeah, you can watch a funny movie and polish nails and have fun doing all those things indoors, because sometimes the weather's a little colder this time of year. And if you truly do want to go out, you can go to dinner first and then get together at a friend's house for dessert and coffee. Anybody else? I have a couple of ideas too we can mention. Let's see. How about meditating? So when we think of meditating, some people think that you need to go to a class for that you need to sit with a group and an instructor that shows you how to meditate. And that's fine. That's a really great way to learn meditation. You don't have to sit on the floor. You can sit in a chair. And if you meditate at home, you can actually lie down as well. Meditating takes a lot of different forms. Just putting on some relaxing music, maybe lighting a scented candle, and just sitting back with your eyes closed. It's kind of hard sometimes to turn off the mental to-do list, that we all have those thoughts that pass through about what you should be doing next or what you're going to be doing tomorrow. Acknowledge those feelings and just let them pass on through, always bringing your focus back to your breath and what you're experiencing right here and now. That's the key to meditation. What is the temperature in the room? What do you hear in the music in the background? Pick out the different instruments. Meditation doesn't have to be formal. It can just be a way to let go and relax. So we'll just write, let go. Any others?
How about taking a ride and looking at the decorations at Christmas?
Great idea. Great idea. There are lots of different places you can go to look at the lights. Some are local and some are not. I know when I have my grandchildren over and we want to go look at lights, we go up to Bolton Station Road in Lancaster. There's a house up there that's beautifully decorated with music and moving figures. And I think the houses that are near it try to compete sometimes to catch up. You can also go, there's a place out in Springfield, I believe, that has a wonderful light display. I think it's Forest, something Forest. So look it up on the internet. And anywhere else favorite places that people like to go to look at lights in the area or elsewhere?
Take a trip to La Salette.
La Salette, and Donna knows about that because the seniors are actually on a trip today to La Salette. And where is La Salette?
I believe it's in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, yep. It's a beautiful scene, it's a beautiful experience, and it's sure to get you in the holiday mood. Very good. Any others?
Visit your local senior center.
Visit your local senior center. We're right here at Clinton Senior Center. I can tell you on my way in here today, I have passed some beautiful, beautiful decorations here. This is the setting, a beautiful Victorian house with the period decorations, and everything looks so nice. Visit the senior center and check out their website or your senior center newsletter and see what's going on at the center. Maybe call a couple friends and carpool there and have lunch and stay for an activity. How about other ideas are
Take a walk.
take a walk. Take a walk. We have a beautiful Central Park right here across the street in Clinton, right? You You go for a walk outdoors. The Christmas tree there will be lit before long, and all the churches will have their lights on. It's a beautiful scene, and getting fresh air and getting outside is always a good idea. You don't want to isolate in the house during the wintertime. Get out and get some fresh air. Do it safely. I had some other ideas here. You can go bird watching right in your own backyard, right? So if you have bird feeders, if you don't, maybe you can get a bird feeder or ask somebody for one for Christmas time. Assemble it, put some seed out there, and you'll have a beautiful variety of birds in no time at all. And they can be very entertaining. You could also go online or purchase a little booklet that tells you what types of birds you're looking at. So go bird watching. Or when you're outside at the park, you'll see birds too.
How about listen to music?
Listening to music is wonderful. Great one. Everybody's taste in music is different. You might have some CDs or a radio station that you prefer that you can tune into. 106.7 FM has holiday and Christmas songs from now right through Christmas. You can play them while you're decorating your house a bit or while you're baking or cooking. Kind of helps you get in the holiday spirit. And sing along. You might be the only person in the house. You and your loved one, sing along, because music is something that goes way back in our memories and we can remember, even if we just hum along. Anybody ever do a cookie exchange with friends? This can be a lot of fun. Each of you commits to making a certain number of one type of cookie, get together someplace, and exchange your cookies, and you go home with a platter full of assorted cookies, and your guests will be very impressed. Ask for recipes, too. How about writing Christmas cards? Do people like receiving and sending holiday cards? I know in my mother's family, it's a big family spread all over the country, and they really love to write the holiday cards. If you're savvy with a computer, you can even make a little newsletter about what your family's been doing over the last year, what the grandchildren are up to, if they went off to college, if somebody got married, and then send those out with your holiday cards so people know what you're up to, and they can call you and talk about that on the phone, or maybe it's something to get together about and chat. So cards. And it's so much fun when you go to the mailbox this time of year and you see something other than the usual, something other than bills and junk mail. You get a nice holiday card, and it makes you feel great that someone was thinking about you and maybe wrote a little letter inside. Any others you can think of? Just taking the time to take care of yourself in other ways that are very simple and only take a few minutes. Unscented lotion infused with different types of essential oils. I like lavender or peppermint's very uplifting. And you can buy these at local stores right downtown in Clinton. And just give yourself a little hand massage. Or even better yet, get together with someone else and give each other a hand massage. And don't forget those cuticles, because they dry up this time of year when the heat's on in the house. This is a way that we're taking care of our health, and it just feels nice. Window shopping. The malls have some beautiful holiday displays in their windows, and the malls themselves are decorated to the hilt. It's a great place to get some indoor exercise, too. You can do your laps at the mall, even if it's lousy weather and icy and snowy outside. So go to the mall and you can window shop, and if you want to, you can stay and do some real shopping for Christmas, too. Doing shopping during the day can be less stressful because most people are at work, and if you happen to be retired, it can be a nice way to just, do it without the rush and the crowds. Another thing we can do, either at home or with friends and other parishioners, is to go to church. Some people like to pray. Whether you're praying for someone, someone's going through a difficult time, it makes you feel like you're doing something to help. And going to church at Christmas time is wonderful because you're singing Christmas songs together, getting together with people maybe that you haven't seen for a while, and invite friends and neighbors to come with you because it's a great community and camaraderie. Well, I hope that you've all taken away a little something today that you're able to use right away or are able to use later on. All of the materials I went over today, I actually am going to leave with Donna here at the Senior Center, and she can either email them to you or mail them to you. You can reach out to Donna via telephone at 978-733-4747. And Donna, what's your email address? It's not on here.
It's D. Joyce Baird
D. Joyce Baird
at clinton.gov.
at clinton.gov. That's D. Joyce Baird at clinton.gov. So shoot Donna an email and let her know you'd like to have the materials from today's presentation, and she'd be happy to send them to you. In the meantime, remember, caregiving is a very important job. What you're doing is amazing. It takes a special person to take care of each other and themselves and their loved ones. So give yourself a pat on the back once in a while and know that you're not alone. There are support groups in the area. You can always go to, again, contact Donna for some local groups that you can join, and know that you're not alone. Happy holidays to everybody in the Clinton area and surrounding communities, and until next time.